Hi, welcome to a2zknowledge.com. So today we are going to discuss about MVC pattern as a model view controller. And before this, you need to have a basic knowledge about what is Spring, which I have given in my previous videos with hands-on. Now we are going to enter into the part. So this was invented in the year of 1970, and which makes the Spring most simpler and easier. Here, the pattern forces means the model view controller pattern forces of separation of concern. It means domain model and control logic are decoupled from the user interface. If you create an application, you need a UI part, you need a business logic part, and you need a backend part. So if I want to explain more detail about this model view and controller, you can see this diagram. View is nothing but the UI components where you have created with HTML, CSS, jQuery kind of. Controller is where get the request from the UI. Based on the request, the controller will decide to which model it has to send the request. So now we are going to see one more an elaborated diagram which I am going to show to you. Before that, you can see this. I have logged into www.a2zknowledge.com. I have two buttons, teacher and student. I am having two menu. If I click a teacher menu, I have to redirect to a page where it prints hi, welcome to teacher page, where I can the teacher can enroll their presence and they can edit their student mark and they can add their student mark. This is what teacher login. So I'm giving one more login as student. If you can see here, this is a student page, and where the student will be get a page as hi, welcome to student page, where the student can enroll their presence and student can see their marks but they cannot edit it, right? That's what happened. So who decides this request has to go to teacher and this request has to go for student page? Someone is there. So this is what the UI, okay, and controller will decide whether the request has to go for whether the request is from student or teacher. Based on the request, the controller will execute the model. Model is where I have written my business logic. So teacher has to edit the marks, enroll their present. That is what the logic I have written. Student, where they can view the mark and they can edit, they can enroll their present. That is what the logic I have written. So based on the request, the controller will decide whether I have to execute this model business logic or this one. So here is one more example. The guy who is thinking is the controller. So the teacher is requesting. So after getting this request, the controller is thinking, okay, this is the request from the view part, means UI part. So this is all about he is going for the teacher. So the controller will decide to which model has to execute for the teacher. So the model which whatever I have written, the logic is they can enroll their present and they can edit the marks and they can add the marks. That model will be get executed, and again the UI of teacher will be get displayed. Now the next one is student. Student part is where after getting the request, the controller is thinking, okay, this is student. Now based on the request, the controller is executing the model where it has the logic of the student can enroll their present and they can view their marks only. So based on this, the model will execute that business logic and it will respond back to the view part. So now we can go for a theoretical one. Model is a representation of set of classes that describes the business logic. It also defines a business rules for the data, means how the data can be changed and manipulated. Then view. The view represents the UI components like CSS, jQuery, HTML, etc. It is only responsible for displaying the data that is received from the controller, as what I said, as the result. This is also a transformation of models into UI part. So teacher, again I got the teacher UI from model, I got the student UI from the model, the same thing. Controller is responsible for processing incoming request. It receives the input from the user via the view, the process, then process the user's data with the help of model and passing the result back to view. Typically it acts as a coordinator between view and model. That's what we have seen. So this is just a theoretical part about what is Spring MVC, and with respect to Spring, I have given lot many hands-on exercises, and you can see all those things in my previous videos. And for MVC, I will give you Hello World MVC program in next video. You can catch us in next video. So thanks for watching a2zknowledge.com. You can like us on Facebook and subscribe in YouTube so that you will get a regular notification. Forward this to your friends and to colleagues. Thanks for watching a2zknowledge.com. Bye.